spring of 2017, The Ohio State University became home to one of the greatest social experiments ever created. Over the span of 83 days, 16 college students went head-to-head in Survivor Time and Change Buckeye Battles, the first ever season of its kind here on campus. And that first season was so great that we did it again. Welcome to Survivor Time and Change, our honor defense. In our second season, we subjected 16 brand new Buckeyes to a competitive experience unlike any other. With football season as a backdrop, every day became game day, as these players were challenged to integrate the Survivor blueprint into their everyday college life. In the end, only one will remain to claim the second ever title of Ohio State's sole survivor. 83 days, 16 people, 1 survivor.
What's up? I've been waiting for this game so long. This is from like 12 years ago when I was obsessed with the TV show. Now I'm finally playing at Ohio State and I'm so excited.
I guess initially we walked up and it was kind of awkward sitting there silently waiting for everyone to get there. You're kind of just sizing people up and just kind of looking to see. Personally, I was looking to see who looked excited, who looked intense.
Well, Lauren goes up and says, like, hey, I'm Lauren. I was a contestant, and I remembered her from the interviews.
My name is Lauren Hamlett. I was a contestant on season 1. Then I was on the production crew, and now I'm on the exec board. But I am not your host for this season. Greg is still your host, and he is with the rest of our crew in a separate location across the park. And the instructions for how to get there are in this envelope. Get some volunteers to read out loud for everyone. All right.
She asked somebody to read the first envelope, or an envelope that's sitting on one of the benches. And I decided, well, screw it. I might as well just go up there. Maybe some people will be intimidated. Maybe they'll think, oh, this guy's pretty cool. Maybe.
Read the whole thing.
Awesome. Welcome to Survivor Time and Change, our honor defend. You are all about to embark upon one of the most unique endeavors of your entire undergraduate career. One where you'll be challenged to integrate Survivor, the world's greatest social experiment, into your everyday college routine.
We're sitting there, and then we get to go that we have to follow a map to find Greg and the rest of the exec board. I didn't volunteer to find to look at the map and read the instructions, but that doesn't mean that I couldn't do it. And I'm hoping they recognize that and they aren't gonna look to Raphael, who looked at the map, as a strong player.
Provided in this envelope is a map of Fred Beacon Park. Together you will use the map to navigate yourselves to the designated spot in which the post awaits your arrival. During this trek, we admonish you to remember that the game begins in the moment in which you leave this pavilion. Today is the day that you all begin to form the relationships that will hopefully propel you to the end. In addition, as you move towards your destination, we advise you to be observant of your surroundings, for your attention to the most minor of details today may help propel you and your tribe to success later on in this game. With that, you may now officially break your silence and begin your expedition. Good luck.
After I read that, I tell everybody, come over here, let's figure out where the hell this place is, because I'm not really familiar with that park that's near campus. And that's when it really starts. Like, everybody's starting to talk to each other, they're getting in their little groups and introducing each other.
But yeah, so then as we're like walking over there, they had said to just like keep your eyes open and be really aware of everything. And of course I take that like, okay, there's gonna be idle clues somewhere around. So I'm just kind of like looking subtly, but I'm focusing more on just like introducing myself and meeting people and just trying to start getting some names and some faces and kind of their vibe.
I'm second year.
Hey, how we doing? Nick. Right there. Nice to meet you, man. Immediately, we're given a map. And we have to go find Greg, and we have to go find where we start off the competition, which is really cool. I like that a lot. made us all kind of work together. It got us all talking early. So as we're walking away, I find out, okay, I know 3 people there. That's Greg, Mitch, and Regan.
I was a little bit nervous today just to see like who would be on it, how the tribes would be, how it would play out.
It's like 2 hours north of Madrid. Okay, coolest place ever.
And then I also saw 2 other people there I know that I didn't know made it onto the cast list prior to today. Nick and Mitch from Scholars. We had the same Scholars program. So it was kind of interesting to see them there. So I think my goal or my plan strategy with that is to just pretend like I don't know them because I don't want anyone else on the cast to know.
Second year.
I'm a third year.
What are you studying?
Strategic communication.
Cool. I'm minoring in security and intel.
Walking over, I didn't really care about meeting. Everybody's like, oh, nice to meet you, shaking hands. I really didn't care for that too much because, I mean, half the people I'm not going to care about you in 5 minutes. We're just going to get on our own tribe. So I didn't, enjoy that much.
Come kickoff day, like I got so many butterflies in my stomach. And then once we start walking over, I make sure to introduce myself to everyone and say hi. But I was really, really excited. I definitely saw some strong people that could potentially be on my team.
So what's your major? Chemical engineering. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, the map was cool. It felt more like Survivor where you're going to find your own camp. That's normally they give you a map and you got to find your camp. So I thought that was a cool way to intro and let us get started playing our own game from the very beginning. So are you going to be social? Are you going to be strategic? How are you going to do this? Are you going to be friends with everyone? Because we saw a couple people do that, like Stephanie ran around, wanted to introduce herself to everyone, versus me, who was staying in the back, kind of taking everything in, making sure I noticed details. So I thought it was a good way to kick off the season. Talked to a couple people along the way, like Autumn, like Nick. So we were making relationships, but we were also keeping an eye out. I even ran up a hill to go check a sign, just in case it could be a clue later.
As we were walking up, one of the contestants was looking at everything around us. She veered from the path a little bit to take a closer look at some signs.
And then I noticed out of the corner of my eye, I see this girl running up the hill, and there's a sign.
Sneaky.
Okay.
We're playing that way.
Kelly, she was making it extremely obvious that she was looking for a hidden community idol.
Okay, she's not hiding it at all. She's trying to find an idol clue.
I think people notice, and I think she's going to have a target on her back from the start because of that.
But there's nothing on the ground, so I don't even know what to go look at.
The walk from the shelter thing that we were in to the baseball field was fine. I talked a lot with Kelly. The only other person I really talked to was Jake.
Not kicking you out.
What's your name?
I'm Kelly.
Hey, I'm Jake.
Nice to meet you, Jake.
The expedition to the challenge seemed pretty uneventful. I don't think anyone found anything, but if it did, it would be either Autumn or I think her name's Kathy, because they were towards the back of the group and I saw them scoping around a little bit. So
there is nobody that showed up that I wasn't expecting.
Autumn, nice to meet you.
Yeah, the only person that I have history with on the show is Stephanie. And I don't like the fact that I know someone on the show. I think it's a lot more stressful than just not knowing anybody.
So Autumn and I actually made a video already saying that we do know each other, but we wanted to come in making sure that no one knew that.
I just hope that Stephanie keeps to her word and doesn't say that we're friends and we have connections, because that's the last thing that I need right now is a target on my back. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm really excited and we'll see how the rest of it goes. So yeah.
Come on in, guys. Right over here. Hi, guys. How we doing? Good. Well, welcome to Survivor Time and Change. We're out to defend our second ever season of Survivor Time and Change at The Ohio State University. So, before we get into tribe divisions, I want you guys to have a chance to introduce yourselves. So once you get over there, you know who everyone is. So we'll start over on the right with you.
Hi, I'm Brooke. I'm a junior. I'm majoring in animal science with a focus on nutrition and a meat science minor. I'm from Cedarville, Ohio. It's a really small town near Dayton. And my fun fact is my family raises pigs.
Alright, I guess I'll go. My name's Alice Monka. I'm a junior. I'm majoring in strategic communication. My minors are studio art and professional writing, which I don't know what I'm doing with that. Don't ask me. I'm from Kirtland, Ohio. And my fun fact, I guess, the town I'm from had a cult following in the 80s.
Hey guys, I'm Jackie, and I'm a senior studying marketing and minoring in Spanish. And I'm from Columbus, Ohio. And my fun fact is I love to play guitar and sing.
Hey everybody, I'm Autumn. My major is biochem. I'm a second year from Macedonia, Ohio, which is like by Cleveland. And I went to Machu Picchu last summer.
Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Kalatka. I'm a senior from Morris, Illinois, a really small town about an hour south of Chicago. I'm majoring in chemical engineering, minoring in biomedical engineering. Fun fact, I'll stick with the football theme. I've been to every home Ohio State football game since I've been a student.
Hi, my name is Regan Burke. I'm a second year studying political science with a minor in Spanish. I'm from Novelty, Ohio, which is about 45 minutes from the downtown area of Cleveland. And my fun fact is that I went to Spain last summer.
Hi, I'm Alex. I am from Dayton. Okay, my major is nursing. My minor is integrative approaches to health and wellness. And my fun fact, my house is like a 5-minute drive from the Wright brothers' house.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, second year accounting major from New Jersey. And fun fact, I went skydiving last semester.
Hi guys, my name is Spencer. I'm a third year strategic communications major with a minor in pop culture studies. And I'm from Milford, Ohio. It's like 20 minutes outside the city of Cincinnati. And I guess my fun fact would be that I own about 200 movies on DVD. And I still buy my CDs from Target.
Hello, I'm Rafael Capel. I'm a fourth year majoring in marketing and sport industry. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm getting hit by the hurricane right now. My fun fact, I ran into Drake on the way to my senior prom.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan. I'm a second year civil engineering student. I'm from North Olmsted, Ohio, which is a suburb just outside of Cleveland. And a fun fact would be that I have a twin.
I'm Nick Ballant. I'm a second year. My major is criminology and security and intelligence. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. And a fun fact for me is I've been to all the National League baseball stadiums.
Hi, I'm Greg Lawrenson. I'm a junior security and intel major. I'm from Marysville, Ohio, which is like 35 minutes northwest. And my fun fact is the Ohio Women's Reformatory is in Marysville. So all of the worst women from Ohio live 3 minutes away from me.
Hey guys, I'm Simon Melton. I'm a second year studying economics and marketing. I'm from the greater Cincinnati area, and the fun fact would be I did a triathlon this summer.
Hey everybody, Mitch Patterson. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm a second year studying criminal justice and Russian. And my fun fact is when the Indians were in the World Series last year, I got 2 games for free.
Hey, my name is Jake. I'm from Trenton, Ohio. I'm a senior studying English education. And my fun fact is I had scoliosis for like 6 months because I held my backpack wrong incorrectly.
Cool. Now let's back up here. Are you guys ready to learn new tribes?
Yes!
Sweet. So, like I said, this season is called Survivor Time and Change, Our Honor Defend. For those of you who are Buckeye fans, we know Our Honor Defend is from Buckeye Battle Cry, one of the most popular Ohio State fight songs that there is. So the reason we wanted to name it Our Honor Defend, obviously it is football season, and we wanted to pay a little respect to that, but also in this game, it's about honoring and defending your character and your game. With that, our tribe names are based on the Aboriginal Australian language Tiwi. The second season of Survivor was in Australia, if you guys know. Last season we had Meira and Kelabu, which meant scarlet and gray in the Malaysian language, which was the language of Borneo, where the first season took place. So we're doing this based on Australia's language, and our 2 tribes are Orlapiri and Maramira. Orlapiri means honor, and Maramira means defend. When I call your name, please come up here. First person on the Orlapiri tribe is Autumn. On the Maramira tribe, Stephanie. Next person on the Orlapiri tribe, Regan. Kelly on the Maramira tribe. On the Orlapiri tribe, Greg. Sweet name, man.
Hey, I love it.
Next on Maramira, Nick. On Orlapiri, Raphael.
So a couple of the girls and the guy had already been had already gotten into the tribe group by the time I was selected. I was like, they told me I was an Orlapiri. I didn't know what to think. I felt like the other tribes seemed really strong, and so I was gonna have to work really hard to help boost my group.
Simon on Maramira. Got a little spirit going.
Welcome.
Allison on Orlapiri. Brooke on Maramira. The tribe sounds a lot more excited than you guys. There, I like that. Khaki on Orlapiri. Alex on Maramira. Mitch on Orlapiri.
When we were getting selected for tribes, immediately one group showed more enthusiasm for the other. Mara was much more enthusiastic than the Orange tribe, and so I was hoping to be put on their team.
Spencer on Maramira. Jake on Orlapiri. Natalie is Ryan on Maramira. Going up,
As soon as your name got called, everyone was picked. Of course, I was the last person picked to be on a tribe, so that kind of sucked. But my tribe, I'm happy I got put on my tribe rather than the other one, just because they didn't seem like they were too into each other and just didn't have as good chemistry or weren't talking, and just little things like that I think we're actually pretty good on.
So, in those bags, you guys have a bandana with your tribe color. Again, orange, you are Orlapiri, and yellow, you are Maramira. So, we want to give you guys some time to get to know each other, have some tribe bonding. So we're going to ask you guys we're going to set up some tables, we'll make a tribe banner, and then also a tribe cheer. So we'll get going on that right about now, all right guys? Cool, let's get started. There we go. All right.
So we get down to meet with Greg and meet with everybody for the tribe assignments. And as we're going ahead, Regan gets picked first out of the 3 people I know. And I'm like, okay, I get assigned to the other tribe, Mitch to that tribe, Greg to that tribe, and suddenly I'm standing there. Everybody I know is on the other tribe. There was that. So at that point, I knew that I had no option except to try and build up another alliance in my tribe. Get along with some people, get talking more.
I'm Simon.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Nick. Ryan.
I'm Regan. We like doing the full introduction or just names?
Ryan, Stephanie, Kelly, Brooke, Alex. Go again.
Way too quick.
I'm Allison, 3rd year Stratcom major. I'm Autumn, Biochem major. It's gonna take a while to learn the names.
I'm Khaki, and I'm marketing major.
Jake, English education.
Raphael, with the marketing major. I'm Greg, 3rd year security and intel major.
Mitch, 2nd year criminal justice major.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know how to spell this. Is there a preferred spelling?
So yellow.
Do we want
I vote for bold. I go for
bold. Yeah, I think bold's
bold.
yeah.
So I ended up on Orlapiri, and it was interesting that this year we didn't choose our tribes and we were given our tribes. Our tribe, we definitely seemed a bit quieter than the other. We were more subdued. I think we're just not as loud.
Let's get painting. Do we want to go down?
Oh, that'd be different.
Yeah.
Because everybody did it sideways last year.
Start mixing that brush in there. Start mine.
What if we did like a shield? Ooh,
It's alright, everybody will all brush, we'll all paint it together.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
teamwork,
for sure.
you know? We all get one letter. We'll all buy it.
Looks good.
Don't misspell it.
Ended up splitting up onto our tribes. But yeah, we definitely have some creative people on our team. And kind of like while we were working on that builder, I think Kelly definitely kind of took the lead.
I'm the grandma of the team.
It's good that she's doing it and that somebody's being a leader. Because I know I wouldn't want to step up and put a target on my back this early.
I-R-R-A. Perfect, okay.
I tried really hard not to take the lead. I think I still did a little bit, just kind of getting people moving, making sure we were staying on track.
Hey, you guys are working on the channel? I'm concerned about this channel.
I don't want to target on my back this early. I definitely want to analyze the group a little bit more as we're making alliances and not just be the person that has to be in charge. So that's a little bit nerve-wracking for me.
So being on the tribe at Perry, I think it's a great team. I liked the chant. I came up with it, so I thought it was fun. Going from first impressions of what I thought of everyone, I think the tribe could definitely use more energy. It was kind of lacking, and I felt like obviously awkward first because you don't know anyone, so I kind of felt like there were awkward vibes going off, but everyone seemed pretty nice initially.
This is so unoriginal, but like louder and louder.
Okay.
I'm really glad I got the tribe I'm in, Marimira. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll learn. And for like the banner making and the like chant creating, I think we all just got to know each other, started getting to know each other, and that was fun. So excited to see that energy in everybody, and I'm excited to be a part of that. Hopefully for a while. Hopefully I don't get voted off right away. Fingers crossed.
Are we alternating like colored letters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red, then go. And try to make it like a black out.
Oh,
okay.
Gray.
Sweet. We're ahead.
That sounds
Already, guys.
indicative of the rest of the season, let's hope.
So yeah, I definitely think the yellow team, right off the bat, you can kind of tell that, I mean, they just seemed more athletic to me almost, and they definitely had more morale than we did. We were definitely more reserved. Like, everybody was already happy, high-fiving, shaking hands, screaming on the yellow team, and we're just like, yep, time to go decorate our banner, which I hated, by the way. That's definitely not the first thing I want to do. Create the banner.
Being honest, I mean, I feel like orange is like a hard color to pull off. I think we did a pretty good job at it.
I like it. We're gonna get like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy with my tribe. Based on first impressions, I didn't think anyone would be a major weak link.
No, you just gotta keep going until it gets like louder, faster.
And then defend.
1, 2, 3, defend.
Okay. Kelly was trying to take authority a little bit. That's fine. If she wants that position, she can have it until hopefully she gets voted out soon because of her searching for the community idol so early.
Yeah, instead of Dabbit. Yeah. Is that better?
So the chemistry we had during our cheer and flag making was actually better than I thought, because it didn't seem like we had a whole lot of leaders on the tribe. It was a lot of people that, were very go with the flow. And
Okay. That looks intimidating.
I am a pretty intimidating dude. I don't know if you guys noticed, but
our tribe, we seem to vibe pretty well. I wouldn't say that we're high energy, but we are high motivation. And so we're not going to go out there and be super hyper or anything or be the loudest tribe, but I think I don't know if this was intentional or not, but it rubbed off on the flag. I think our flag wasn't super exciting, but it got the job done. It had our tribe name, and we had the block O on it, which I thought was pretty cool, and we put our names on it to show that we're all one as a family and as a tribe. So
Dude, you just tried to cross my whole face.
Alrighty.
What do y'all think about the other team?
I think they're
there's
way
no
out.
match. Yeah, there's no match.
The other tribe seemed a lot more. It just seemed more like athletic. They got the bigger guys and the girls that looked more athletic. So I didn't off the bat. I didn't think we had the strongest tribe. So that kind of made me worry a little bit. But I was like, we'll roll with it. I don't know these people yet, so we'll see.
The one in the red.
The one on the right in the red.
dead.
Oh, okay.
He looks like he could kill me.
All right, we all set?
Yeah.
We're ready. My mirror's all set. Over here, how we doing?
We're just about ready.
You guys good?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you got. Orla Fury, you want to go first?
So, our name is Orla Fury, and we decided to, since it's a long name, really take up the whole space, since we wanted to be very representative of who we are, and tying in the fact that we go to Ohio State, we wanted to take the O of Block O.
We included all of our names on each letter to show that we're all part of this tribe together, and we're all in it together to make it to the end.
Cool. All right. Mira, what we got?
All right, since we're Maramira, which means defend, we wanted to put a shield on a shield and a sword on our board, and then Maramira spelled out down diagonally just to add some coolness to it. And then we put our fingerprints and our names on there just to show how much of a family we are, because we all have our fingerprints on there.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So, now that you guys have your tribes, today we also have our first immunity challenge. And so before we get to that, on your way here, before you guys even knew tribes, you guys had your first challenge, right? You walked over, you were asked to observe things as you walked around. We're never coming back to this park after today. But the things that you learned today at Kickoff, everything that has happened from the second that you began, all the way up until you leave here from the challenge, is important. Remember every detail, because you never know if it'll help you or your tribe down the road. Moving into our next thing is our first immunity challenge. It'll be taking place at the turf fields right around the corner. We're gonna head over there, and then after that, game's on, guys. So, looking forward to it. Let's have a great season. If you guys want to do your tribe chants really quick before you leave, we'll get it on camera and then we'll get going.
Mira! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mira!
Hey! Mira! Count down 3! 1, 2, 3! Let's go! Go team!
Grab your stuff and tell on over.
Taking Kira's talking shit.
Okay, alright, they're definitely, those two guys are definitely gonna kind of like be the leaders.
Oh,
You can already, yeah, you can already tell.
So what do you guys think the challenge is gonna be?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Has anyone got a good aim? Does anyone feel like they're really good at puzzles?
Me, I love puzzles.
Oh, I love good puzzles. Okay.
Right there is good. Hold up here, right here. Cool. Ready to get to today's challenge? Alright. Yeah. So the first challenge, in true Survivor Time and Change tradition, is probably the most complicated one that we'll have for the whole season. This challenge is in 3 parts. You guys will start out all hooked onto a rope using a carabiner, and 4 at a time, you will go to the first station, which are these little slalom buckets. The first 4 people will slalom through those buckets, each holding a tennis ball on top of a PVC pipe. If someone's tennis ball falls off,
You guys have to come back to the table, restart. Once you get to the end, there's a pile of puzzle bags. You guys will pick up that bag, you can all run back, and then you'll switch out to the next 4 people. The next 4 people will go to a different station where they will walk side by side using PVC pipes and using tennis balls together, pressuring the tennis balls in between the pipes. If any ball falls, you guys have to go back to the table and restart. Once you reach the other end, you get that bag, you run back. The third station is all 8 of you. You guys will all link on, and you'll all run out to that hula hoop out there. At the other end with each hula hoop is a bag. Once you guys get down there, tie the bag onto the hula hoop, and using your bodies will weave the hula hoop back to the station using an 8-person chain. Once you get all 3 bags in the first round, you'll solve a very short word puzzle. The first word puzzle is 6 letters. The second one is 9, and the third one is 13. The team that finishes that last puzzle first will win tribal immunity for their tribe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll give you guys a little bit to strategize, and we'll get started. Cool.
Like you just have to take your time.
Right.
We need 4 people on that.
1, 2,
3 guys and
We're at the same time.
Mari, Mira, Mari, Mira, Mari, Mira.
Put up 3. 1, 2, 3. Go team!
Hey guys, one last thing. Of course, what you're playing for this year's Immunity Idol. In the tradition of Survivor Time and Change comes from Carmen, Ohio, the alma mater. So it is only right that our Immunity Idol reflects the spirit of Ohio State. This is what you're playing for. The other tribe, first person voted out of season 2 of Survivor Time and Change. I think that's enough to play for. Let's get started. For the first Tribal Immunity Challenge of the autumn semester. Survivors ready? Yeah! Go!
Alright, everyone ready?
We got Regan, Allison, Autumn, and Khaki out for Ola Fury.
Wait, oh, I stopped it.
Right,
Okay, back, there you go. Go back.
Simon, Brooke, Alex, and Stephanie out for Maramira.
Oh, we guys, I dropped it. I'm gonna go out. Alright.
Maramira making good progress.
Are we good?
Yep.
Faster? Oh shit. Fell.
Alright, back. Back.
Alex falls, go back. Same group out for Maramira.
Oh, drop back.
Stephanie drops. Maramira's going back. We were really close.
Back.
Maramira going back. Good.
Got it.
We're going back.
Alright, run. Go. Drop back.
Stephanie drops for Maramira.
Alright, we got Cal. Drop back.
Stephanie drops. Stephanie's flopping out.
Don't push too hard. Just keep it steady.
Oh, you guys
Left.
got it.
Nice. Right.
Get the lucky rope up there. Slow.
Simon gets to the game. First puzzle piece for Maramira.
Alright, that's alright.
We're good.
Hey, you got it.
Right.
Alright, you guys got it. Good.
Does anyone want to stop?
Let's go.
This one still is not good. Not too hard. Careful. Alright, we're good. That was a good rhythm.
Switch spots.
Raphael, do you want to sub?
Oh, do it up and down. Yes. There you go.
Nice one. You're doing good.
Got it.
Hold it in.
You guys try and pull. I think that would
Drop it again.
yeah, on top of each other. Like that,
Back.
yeah.
Watch that one in the middle. Don't push down too hard. There you go.
Good save.
Slow down.
At this.
Alright, bottom behind, hold up.
We got it. Good.
This counts.
Grab it.
Grab it.
Go.
Come on. One.
Go, Ola Fury. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get guys, we have to make
My bad.
everybody.
No, we have to try.
Go. No.
Take it, lift your arm up.
You go forward over the next person.
Alright, Ryan, let's go, shuffle. Go. Oh, no, stay. Go, Gameday. Go, run.
Go.
No, we have to do it again. Alright, keep going. Go. So close.
Make every angle a little bit better next time.
Alright, route. This one. Alright, like two, starting in the middle. One more, come down. Oh, the bag fell off.
Go, bags up.
Alright, next one, guys, let's do it. Okay, first.
They have all 6 puzzle pieces. Solve the puzzle.
Wait, unclip. Yeah. 4 people stay on. Do we have enough pieces? 6 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 letters.
Right, Carmen. Yeah. Carmen.
We got it.
Well, Fury's got the first puzzle. Go. Greg. Marmira's got the first puzzle. Go.
4 people.
Right here, guys. Let's try. Fell. Back.
You go to your own page.
Lapiri has their second.
Go.
Hit it. Go.
You can use 2 hands.
Already, Heroes seem to figure out this part.
Give more pressure to the top.
Mira has their second. There we go. Whenever you're like.
Someone's gonna tie the bag on.
Alright, let's get the 4 who did last time.
Fury trying to figure it out.
Oh, sorry, a little early.
I feel good about that stacking.
I'm confident. I wanted the first one. Go, down.
Got it. Go, let's go. Alright, run down and hook on up there. Run down. Hey, extend out.
Look on down there.
Turn back.
Wait, toss. Everyone unclip it for not.
Marmira has all their puzzle pieces.
Separated. Keep it calm.
Wait, it's below the thing. Guys, here's more pieces.
What do we have?
Marmira has all their puzzle pieces.
Stretch far, stretch.
Yep.
No time. No, we don't have.
I was like wondering.
Ohio State.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
Give me a. Greg. Marmira thinks they've got something.
Yeah.
Go, Marmira. Go for the third.
Alright, come on.
You got it. Regan solving the puzzle before they even get back.
Alright, get those pieces right here.
Back.
Here, round 1, people's balls.
Open the bag.
Yes, it is. Got it.
Oh, Perry, go!
Alright, want me to go in the front again? Yeah.
Both tribes have the first 2 puzzles solved.
Almost there.
Drop. Back. Marmira, drop. Both tribes, dead even. Big mistake by Marmira. Somebody call steps.
Yeah, that really helps.
Third time's a charm.
Alright, here we go.
Wait, okay. Alright, steady start.
Nope.
Back.
Back.
Anyone need switch?
Marmira drops again. Olapiri has the lead.
Nice and slow.
You're good. Go.
First challenge of the second season. One final puzzle.
Killing it, guys.
Yeah, spread out. Really reach.
Can we make it? Let's make it, guys. We can stretch out.
Both tribes right at their table.
Alright, let's do it.
Go. Squeeze. Mira's got their third bag.
Buckeyes.
Someone's going out.
Buckeyes.
Brutus.
No, there's no E. E-Y. Brutus Buckeye. E-Y. E-R. We don't have a K.
Okay.
Brutus Buckeye.
Yeah, baby.
Wait, why? How did that end up in there? They're in the bag.
Yes. A challenge that came down to the final second. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. All right, guys. The first challenge, it took a lot of teamwork, a lot of unity. We wanted to test you right out the gates because this whole game is about working with people. And if you can't work with people, you're not going to do well in this game. Congratulations to Mara Mira on winning first. Come on up and get it. Mara Mira, safe from this week's Tribal Council. None of you will be going home. We're Lapiri. One of the 8 of you will become the first person voted off of Survivor Time and Change, Our Honor Defend. We have a couple days to figure out who it's going to be, so use this week wisely, and let's see what happens, all right? Cool. Thanks, guys.
I got the names down. They're locked down.
I thought I had them, and then...
Can we do them one more time?
Let me see. Kelly, Spencer, Ryan, Stephanie.
Okay, well, we won. That was really, really exciting. I'm still shaking. I guess during the challenge, this fell out of one of the bags. It's a hidden immunity idol clue. It says, congratulations, for you have found the first of many clues. Will you react and tell your friends? Well, that choice you must choose. Look north, not south, among some shrubs. Along a building sides an alley with no outlet is where this idol hides. I was like, all I wanted was to not be the first person out. And now that I have the idol clue, I think I could go pretty far now, and I'm looking forward to it. There we go.
All right, Team Yellow.
We just won the first challenge of season 2 of Survivor Time and Change, and I wasn't planning on losing, but I didn't know what I was going to do if I didn't win. So now I just can take a week off and not stress about people stabbing me in the back and not getting voted out this week. This was an amazing first day, and I'm so excited for us this semester.
We're going to be talking about how we're better than them, and how we're going to continue to beat them and completely eliminate them before any of us go home.
We're not going to spot gnome.
That gnome is ours.
All right, day 1 was everything I was expecting. It was really hard and a lot of fun and really exciting and also scary. Put a lot of pressure on that first challenge. After day 1, but this is our first alliance. We were in the interview together, and I'm pretty sure we walked home together. Yeah.
All right, I thought today was really, really great. I really liked meeting everyone on my team. When they started calling names for the different tribes, I was really hoping I would get picked for Mara Mira, so I'm glad that I made it on that team. Kelly and I were in the same interview group, and then we walked home that day, so I kind of already know her a little bit, I guess. I met her before, so I did kind of want to be on her team. Maybe we could form a little alliance. So when she got picked, I was like, oh yeah, now I really do want to be on Mara Mira, and hopefully we can make that happen.
I agree. The only one I'm a little bit concerned with is Stephanie of the females.
I agree.
Because she is, she's really vocal, but it's normally the opposite of what I'm thinking she says.
I felt the same
If we were going to tribal, I do have a feeling that I would definitely be sending home Stephanie. I think our leadership styles are really going to contradict. But overall, it was a great day, fun day at Ohio State, and I got the gnome.
Okay, so this is after after kickoff night, after the first challenge. It was wonderful and way better than I ever could have expected. So let's just dive right in. So
it's Nick, Stephanie, and Ryan here.
Yes, driving home.
Just get on our victory ride.
Yeah. And I ended up giving a ride back to, giving Stephanie and Ryan a ride. So this is a big deal. I see this as a time to plan. So I'm like, hey, Stephanie, why don't you pull out your phone, record this, let's talk a little strategy.
Talking to you and Simon about,
Mini
sticking.
lines.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking we get Ryan. We get you in here. We got a 4-person alliance. We're running the game.
I'm 100% sure with that, because then if we're 4 strong right now, I guarantee you we can get one other person to jump in on a vote whenever we need.
Yeah, and we get the 4 of us. We can make it to the merge if you got a 4-person alliance.
Yeah.
Actually, on my ride home, started the alliance building already, which was surprising. I rode home with Nick and Stephanie, and they said they talked to Simon earlier and tried to make a 3-person alliance, and they were looking for someone else, and luckily that I was either in the right place at the right time or made a good enough impression to get put in that.
I didn't see any weak links in the 4 of us.
we need 5 in order to have majority.
Well, you got to think we could get one person say, hey, we got a 4-person alliance, you want to join, and then we just
Right,
do
and then
them.
yeah. We stay 4 strong. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan jumps on board right away. He's like, yeah, I'm in. I want to be in on this 4-person alliance. And suddenly, bang, look at that. Right where I planned on being with Greg, Mitch, and Regan, I suddenly have a 4-person alliance.
We already decided that we're going to try and meet up and talk and figure out and try and keep us together, because I feel like just looking at our team, we're definitely the 4 strongest people on our team.
Yeah.
Anyone we're thinking who's like a weak link, I don't really see anyone at the moment.
Not yet. We don't have to worry about
We haven't
that
lost yet, so
Right,
we're not going to hold
Yeah,
on.
we don't have to
We
think
don't
about
start
that
in
yet.
on that yet.
I loved you.
First time we met each other, and we had missing letters at the end. Yeah, they kind of.
Alright, I thought the challenge went decently well. We fell back, we made a really strong comeback, and were able to catch them literally down to the puzzle.
For complete strangers, the energy was in. We can only get better,
Yeah.
With Yellow's got a lot of morale.
Thank you. But we've got the brains. And I think the only reason we lost, we knew it was Brutus Buckeye, but we had 2 tiles left in the bag, and that gave us that half a second that gave them the win. It's a close challenge, sucks to lose, and it's going to suck even more to have to vote someone off.
We were just like rearranging the bees around and around.
I know.
Once we got having a winner.
I know.
So the challenge went, I think it went fine. I think it was just kind of a fluke. We kind of lost it right at the end, and we couldn't find some of our letters. I'm not going to point fingers. We all shared that blame. I'm definitely going to keep all my options open going forward. I don't dislike or feel like I can't work with anyone so far, so I'm just going to see what everyone else is feeling, who they're targeting, hopefully not me, and then just go from there and see what my best fit would be.
Where do you live?
You can drop me off like on campus.
Okay, yeah.
I live off campus, but
I was originally going to get a ride from my girlfriend, but I decided to like when Khaki was offering rides, I saw she was already Jake had already accepted that offer, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get a ride with Khaki.
Here are the seniors.
After the challenge, I met up with Jake and Raphael, and I drove them home. Basically, we were able to talk and get a sense of us kind of on the same page, it seemed like, for wanting to start a senior alliance.
Like, I honestly like you guys.
I like you guys too. I feel like we're all like chill, like real, like not like fake. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm being totally honest with everything I'm saying. Like, I haven't, like, obviously we just started, so I haven't talked to anybody. Like.
So after the challenge ended, Khaki offered to take Raphael and myself home, so we carpooled them. During there we got a good talk, and we kind of got a connection, so I'd be interested in working with them later on.
I think senior alliance.
Yeah.
Is anyone else on tribe senior?
I think that I could work well with Raphael and Khaki, because I had a good conversation with them earlier. I also think I could work well with Autumn, maybe Allie.
So like if we go based on cars, so it's us three, and then you have the two guys, Greg and Mitch. I'm saying the names so I can practice them.
Thank you, because I'm so bad at names.
Greg and Mitch, and then the girls, which is Allie and Autumn.
All right.
So like, do you feel like, did you either of you guys make a connection with like one of any of the four?
I liked Allie.
Allie is like really nice.
And see, I kind of like Autumn, so that'd be good because we like have like a little bit of like.
We could
maybe
some
trust
of us could
some
go
of them.
for some.
And also, they're not. I don't think they're as tight as like Greg and Mitch would be.
I could not read. What's her name on the bike?
Reagan.
Yeah. See, she gave me weird vibes. Like she was really good at the challenge, but like.
But also, she was like a little commanding. Like you're putting yourself at a risk when you're trying to be that leader.
Well, yeah. I just felt like she was being like a good leader, but also kind of like bossy. And I was like, that's why I was like, I don't want to like. What do you think? I mean, I don't know if is that enough of a reason to like be like we should vote her out.
Well, let's see how everyone feels about Reagan. Because right now she's by herself, so like maybe it could work out to where like everyone's like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
So I felt good about it, but I don't know. We'll see what they actually are wanting to do.
So yeah, we just finished our first challenge, and for the most part, I feel pretty safe this week. I'm very sure it's either going to be Raphael or Khaki.
Regan came up to me and she was saying something about khaki. Okay, that's what she came up to me and told me the same thing. Yeah, but personally, I don't know. I felt like Raphael didn't contribute too much, and khaki did more than like. Yeah.
I personally am torn between the two. Raphael wasn't much of a leader, whereas Khaki was.
She was really sweet during like when we made the chant and stuff, and
Raphael he was kind of a flop for me. Like he didn't do anything, and I'm really torn.
I definitely think Khaki deserves to stay more than Raphael, but like Raphael, do you think that you would help more in the future with like physical challenges?
Big twist in the game is the fact that I found this. So, I don't know. I think I'm not gonna tell anybody, but the thing is, like, when I emptied out the bag onto the table, this popped out. So everyone that was around the table saw, which was like 8 people. So unless they weren't really paying attention, I'm pretty sure someone saw and like they know that I have a clue.
Hi everyone, so plot twist. Autumn and I are living in the same sorority house. We're on opposite teams.
And then I just talked to Stephanie, and I already don't like the fact that I'm playing with a friend that I know from before. It makes things a lot more confusing, and she just told me that...
But I already had a strong 4 lines.
Wait, do you want to tell me? You don't have to, but like...
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, you don't have to tell me.
She came up to me and said that she's already in a 4-person alliance, but she wouldn't really say who she was talking to, so I don't know. I feel like we're both already very much playing our own games, and I'm not going to tell her about this. I'm not going to really tell her who my alliances are with or anything like that.
Alright, give me a hug. It's okay.
This game is very hard already, day 1, but we'll see.
Post first challenge.
Yeah, post first challenge, post kickoff. I knew right off the bat, I kind of had a feeling that Greg and I would want to work together, and we do. I mean, I think it's going to be probably one of my closer allies in this game moving forward.
I struck it well with with Mitch, and him and I talked for a little bit. And
well, like, who do you like?
I like you, Autumn. I got pretty good vibes with.
Yeah, we could go.
And Regan, I got pretty good vibes with. I think that's a pretty good 4 that we can start with.
But yeah, at Immunity, he, Regan, Autumn, and I, we all worked really well together. So that kind of helped us, form sort of more. It's not really an alliance if you're working together well, but it helped us get a balance for who's doing what on the tribe, and it really kind of formed us together. So there's a 5th girl, Allison. And she said she doesn't really watch Survivor, and she's kind of going in blind, which is fine. I mean, I think that's really helpful for our alliance and me, because we can help her out and get her to the merge and all that stuff. So I think it's good for both sides there.
I like those people, and then I also want to bring in like Allison as a strong 5th. Like we could have like that 4 people as a core, and then
we got 5 for numbers, and then 4 as a core. I think
right,
is pretty good. I liked Allison too. I think we all worked really well together. I think.
Jake's kind of cool too. He's
so quiet. Yeah, I can't really get a beat on Jake. He seems real nice, but I don't know how strategic or anything he is. So it'll be.
In terms of the challenge itself, Raphael and Khaki sort of held us behind. Not that I'm putting the loss on them necessarily, but they did, I think, hinder us a little bit, especially at the beginning. Both of them really struggled to do anything.
I liked Raphael and Khaki, but I think Khaki kind of cost us that challenge. She really seemed to struggle with the tennis balls.
He didn't really do anything. Like,
right.
He subbed in once, dropped, and then he's like, I'm out of here. So he wasn't assertive about what he wanted to do. He's just like, yeah, but like, who would you really want, like, going forward? Like, I don't know. I just don't know how. I just got a vibe off Khaki. Like, I don't know.
I'm not.
Trust and work with him.
I don't think that Khaki and I are really gonna ever be a solid group. But I think the four of us, me, you, Autumn, and Regan, all seem to have that sort of, like, we all clicked a little bit, and then I think I clicked with Allison too. And so I think we have a very solid four, and then we have a fifth at our disposal, which will be good, especially here early on.
And then after Greg was dividing the tribes out, I'm like, I didn't know if I was gonna like want to be with Nick or Regan as tribe mates, or as intel.
Who do you like in our alliance? Who do you want to work with? Like, who do you trust here?
I think you and I are one of the stronger people on the tribe, and I like Autumn a lot because she did really well in the challenge, I thought. And I thought the three of us worked well together. And I know you mentioned you like Greg.
I like Greg, yeah.
And I didn't really get to talk to him too much, but I trust you with that opinion there.
So I was fine being with Regan and then having Nick on the other tribe. I mean, that really helped me, get a base for an alliance, I think, on the orange team. And I always have Nick on the yellow team.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody from the other tribe?
I know Nick, the big.
Oh yeah, I know Nick. We're kind of low key. We're really good friends, but
Are you?
Yeah, we're trying to keep
that a secret. Yeah, I know him from class, so we're not like great friends or anything. But
Yeah.
we got along. We were in the same interview group and everything, so we got along pretty well. And
The first thing is the only other person who knows about us besides Regan, because we're all PSLers, is Greg.
That's fine, because I already know Greg.
I told him that. Yeah.
I trust Greg. After I got back to the dorms, I met up with my buddy Mitch.
I trust Greg too. I trust Regan, and she wanted to work with me too, and we kind of talked.
Turns out he told Greg that he knew me, and they started to hit it off. They're starting to form an alliance over there. You let her in on Greg or not?
Not yet. Okay. Because here's the thing. I've got Greg already. I'm talking with Greg, and we both like Regan and Autumn. Autumn's this other.
I know who Autumn
is.
Okay.
The four of us worked really well in the challenge, and we want to bring in this other girl, Allison. I don't know if you know her.
Five's pushing it.
But like, who we want going forward, I definitely want to have Jake, and then I'd pick Raphael over Khaki.
Because I think I've come up with a pretty strong four. I'm really close with one guy, Simon, the other bigger guy, and then the other girl, Stephanie, and then fourth guy's Ryan. I don't know if you know him, Ryan Hudson, tall, skinny guy.
No.
Okay. I think that I'm in a really good spot right now, because not only do I have a nice four-person alliance going for me right now with my tribe, I also have that connection to Mitch, who's really one of my closest friends. And then, of course, he and Regan know each other, because the three of us knew each other beforehand, me, Mitch, and Regan.
Whenever the merge does happen, I think it would be beneficial, I don't know, to have like an unseen alliance, like the two from each tribe, you, me, Greg, and Simon.
Yep.
I mean, I could see that, and bring in Regan too.
Yep.
But
if I can get to the merge with me and at least one other person that I trust from my side, and we hook up with Mitch, maybe Regan, maybe Greg, get those 4 or 5 people together, we're in really good shape when we hit the merger, because no one will see that alliance coming. It'll blindside everybody.
So, what did you think of yesterday, basically?
Well, honestly, I felt like, I felt like you seemed really cool and like chill, and I was like, I don't know, it's too early to like, be, like making like an alliance, but like,
if it happens, it happens.
What do you think? Like,
yeah, I'm down. I'm down to align. Khaki did reach out to me, and she sort of asked, like, oh, let's keep each other in the loop. Let's have a sort of alliance. And so I've been trying to push Raphael onto people, like, hey, let's try voting for him, here's why we should, and like, here's why we should keep Khaki, because I am trying to honor that alliance. But after the challenge, people were coming up to me already, and they're like, we think we're gonna vote for Khaki, like, we're all voting Khaki. But I personally felt like Khaki deserves to say more than Raphael. Raphael, at least, like, that's what I thought.
No,
because I was like, I don't know, I need to choose somebody, and like that's who I was sort of thinking. I'm gonna still try to gauge a few people's opinions and see where they are right now. Hopefully, if they're on the fence, we can get enough people to vote Raphael and keep Khaki at least till the next round. I just met with Khaki, and basically I was like, yeah, I'll have an alliance with you whenever, you seem cool, like I've got nothing against you. So I'm feeling a bit conflicted now because I do want to still try to support Khaki, but if it comes down to it, I have to vote for whatever's in my best interest. And Khaki was like, I think she did a lot. Some other people were saying like, oh, I'm thinking of voting for her, she didn't do a lot, but I think she was like participating more than like...
Yeah, more than Raphael,
yeah.
I think. Like because at least she put herself out there.
She did.
Both of them didn't really perform well, but
Khaki and Raphael both did not perform very well in the first challenge, and fair or unfair, it carries a lot of weight this early into the season and this early into the game because we don't have anything else to go off of.
I talked with Regan last night too.
Okay.
And well, obviously, so as far as the two of us concerned, we are on the same page to vote out Khaki first.
Okay.
Because I know
Mitch and Regan all want Khaki and are all pretty set on Khaki, I think. Allison, I know from talking to her, seems a little more on the fence about voting off Khaki, and I think if she had her way, she would vote out Raphael. I'm tight with all these people, but I would like Allison to be my number 2. I think her and I got along really well. We had the same kind of personality, just really seemed to click, have the same sort of, mindset of this is what we think should happen, and I think that would put me in a really good position, and I don't think people would expect me and Allison to hit it off right away and be a solid 1-2. I think it would be more of me and Mitch maybe. But that's going to be hard if my other group can't trust her because I want that 1-2 to be within the group of 5.
Okay.
some of it was
Okay,
like, some of us just didn't, connect well with Khaki too, right off the bat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's at least that's part of my reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
But
As you start to break it down, challenge-wise, Khaki did put herself out there to succeed, which I can respect, and I know that there's some other people that can respect that. But then you have to throw in the social aspect of the game, which Khaki seems a lot more socially advanced for this game. She seems like she has her own agenda, knows what she wants to do, knows who to talk to. Looking at it that way, Khaki is a bigger social threat. So having Khaki around to be, part of our group is not something I'm all that interested in. We can live without her socially and in a challenge.
Well, we just kind of want to like bring you in the loop because I know I talked with Gregory and see if you're down to vote Khaki, and I think she's gonna be the first one.
Okay. It's kind of early to betray somebody's trust, especially I don't want to. I don't want to have to, be that person that goes back on an alliance so quickly. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to vote for her now that I already said I'd be in an alliance, it's kind of devious. I think it's really going to come down to right before the vote what everybody is thinking, and we'll see how I vote. It's going to be stressful no matter what, but somebody's got to go, and I don't want it to be me coming up, so got to do what's best for my interests, so I don't know.
Okay, so have you talked to anyone yet about anything? I met up with Jake, who said that he wanted to be in an alliance, and I was like, yeah, this is great because I wanted Jake to be in an alliance with me, Regan, Mitch, and Greg. So I was like, this is perfect.
So I'll be honest, I felt good about you and Raphael. I was a little on the fence with Khaki and Allie, but I think I got a little more comfortable with Khaki just because when I was talking to her, but I'm still not it's not anything super solid.
Yeah. And then he says, I want it to be with me, you, Khaki, Raphael, and Allison. And I was like, oh, this is not exactly what I wanted. It's literally everyone that I did not want. He just put in an alliance. So I know that after the challenge, I talked to Regan, and she came up to me, and she said that she was thinking about either Khaki or Raphael, which is the two people you talked to. First of all, Khaki's the one that we want going home. Second of all, Raphael's probably going to be the second one to go. We're going to lose numbers in a second. So the only thing I'm worried about is if it were all of us and then Greg, Mitch, and Regan, like I don't really want to vote off any of those people because they're strong, like, people in challenges right now. Like, we need that. I would still be leaning towards probably like Khaki.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. If like everyone's against like Raphael and Khaki, like I can't like stay with them because I have to just align myself. As long as I have someone that I can trust with me, like
That's exactly what I was thinking about you too. So I'm really glad that you really talked to me. And then
as long as everyone sticks to what they're saying, it should be good. Khaki will be going home, which I'm very sorry about because she's so sweet. But yeah, gotta do what you gotta do.
So I talked to Autumn, and the reason I wanted to meet with you and not you and Khaki was because, like, I obviously didn't want to like say like vote for Reagan. Mm-hmm. So when I met with them or her, she made it seem like they're saying they were between you and Khaki.
Okay.
Like they're leaning towards Khaki, and then I'm assuming she might have left out like my name too.
Yeah. So I just got out of my meeting with Jake, and I'm feeling a lot better about what's happening. What he said about everybody kind of leaning towards Khaki has me feeling really good because I felt like it was between me and Khaki, but I felt like it was more towards me. But the fact that the pressure is more on Khaki now helps me a lot, and I can leverage that to build more relationship, like build a stronger relationship with those people that are also working against Khaki.
I mean, I liked Khaki. I'd like to work with Khaki, but if like the vote's going towards her, like I don't want to. We can't like stay with her. Yeah, for sure.
I like Khaki. I really trusted her, but at the same time, it's me versus her, and I'm gonna vote in whichever way keeps me in the game.
Like I said, I can trust you and I can trust Khaki, but ultimately, like I can't do anything to help her right now because us three can't vote anyone out. Yeah. Like they'll just vote us out.
For sure.
I feel so bad though. She gave us a ride.
I know she's so nice. Like, and I do trust her, but I mean,
it's like it's out of our hands. Like we need to make sure we're set up for the next vote.
Yeah.
It is the day after.
Day 1 or day 2, I guess.
Day 2.
Yeah, day 2.
After we won. So I met with Nick last night. He is someone who I clicked with walking in the first challenge the other day.
This is one of the meetings that I was really looking forward to since the challenge yesterday.
We kind of clicked first day, walking the challenge.
Turns out it wasn't just me that thought we had a little bit of a connection going and that we worked really well together. He felt the same way. Right off the bat, he jumps in saying that he felt he had a better connection with me than anybody else on the team. We're the 2 most physical competitors in this game, and that's a big deal, I think. To have him on my side, we're going to make it to the merge together. I drove back with Ryan and Stephanie yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I drove them both back. That's how we added Ryan to the 4th. Because I thought Ryan would be a good one to add to the 4th guy. Because he was, I think, the 3rd best competitor. I think you and I did the best in the challenge.
I think he'll be my strongest alliance. Yeah, then we'll have a 4-person alliance with Nick, me, Ryan, and Stephanie. All right, I want to trust you now.
Hell yeah.
And I want to start telling you what's been going on in my group, or my phone.
Okay.
Right after the challenge, Kelly,
Grandma. Yeah.
Grandma. Yeah.
We'll give the number to.
Yes. Yeah. She texted me right away.
Okay. She's a nice enough person. I don't think she's really going to stab anybody in the back right away.
Okay. But I kind of got a different vibe. So when we were, right when we got up from the benches from being silent, we were all walking in the group to go to see Greg for the first time. Yeah. But she was definitely looking for an idol, and that really scared me. So my mindset right away, we don't have to go with this, but was if we lost yesterday, then I would try to get her out first.
He told me, I found out from him that he was going to meet up with Kelly, and I also found out he wants to target Kelly. Now I'm fine with that. I'm fine with going after Kelly first. He said he noticed she was looking for an immunity idol. I'll take him at his word for it.
We got to make sure she thinks she's safe.
Kelly?
When the time comes, yes.
Yeah. We can talk to her, make her think she's our 5th person. But our 4th strong's looking good. Definitely confident in my relationship with Simon. I'm confident in my relationship with Ryan right now. I think that's a really good thing we have going. Because I'm thinking we have 4 right now. What we really need is a 5th.
And the 4 is me, Nick, Simon, and Stephanie. And then I actually know Spencer. He was in my my interview group. So I know a little about him, and he seems like a good guy.
Ryan knows Spencer. Now, Spencer wasn't really one of the players I had in mind to try and add as a 5th vote, but if one of our 4 already knows him, that might be an easy 5th vote to get. he's going to contact Spencer. That could be a very valuable 5th vote.
So what do you think about yesterday?
I thought like it was so much fun. Like,
It was. It was a lot of fun.
So far, I think our 4-person, me, Simon, Nick, and Stephanie, are going to be pretty strong in this game. And hopefully we can stay away from tribal as long as we can so we don't have to be scrambling for a 5th. But meeting Spencer definitely helped.
So did you see anyone who you definitely wanted to work with?
Well, definitely you. We were in the same interview group.
Yeah.
And
I guess my reaction is I actually trust Spencer. It seems like he's genuinely into what our plans are.
For sure.
For the camera.
For sure. We'll trust each other.
We trust each other. And
So I met with Ryan today. I asked him who he doesn't like. He said no one.
I didn't really see anyone who I didn't like. I just I wanted to make sure that no one rubbed me the wrong way.
I asked him who he wants to vote at first. He said no one.
So if we lost, you wouldn't have had any idea of who to vote for?
I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have taken any steps.
I mean, I would have had to, but I'm not at that point yet.
I definitely trust him. It's better to be in an alliance than not. But I just wish he had more opinions on things.
Day 2 down, only, 80 more to go. Hopefully 80 more to go. Logging off.
Hello again. I just thought I would do a little recap of my meeting with Simon.
Alright, so it's day 3 of Survivor. I was definitely going to reach out to you if you didn't reach out to me first to meet, because we definitely had the same thought process.
As much as I want to align with Simon, as much as everything I said about keeping our tribe strong, especially for these next couple challenges, I completely agree. That's the complete and honest truth. But something about Simon just makes me not want to trust him.
She texted me right after the immunity challenge and says, "Do you want to meet up, talk about an alliance?" I said, "Sure, whatever." I told her that I'm not really close with Nick, even though I am, and that I haven't been talking to people. And she thinks now that we're gonna be a tight alliance.
I don't know if you want to come up with like a 4 or 5 strong right now, so that just in case.
So like I said, I haven't been really strategizing much. I did, however, talk to Nick on our team.
Okay. I've talked to Alex on our tribe.
Okay. I didn't even hardly meet Alex the other day.
I'm hoping we can do this initial alliance. I already feel like I told him too much. Maybe about me idle hunting, even though I didn't really give him a lot of details. I'm just a little bit concerned about how much I can trust him and how far I can go in this game.
I don't know if you've looked at all without a clue, because I know that the dude found it.
I have looked without a clue. I walked 10 miles yesterday.
Holy crap, dude, that's amazing. And I feel bad because she's really nice, but she also told me that she walked 10 miles yesterday looking for the hidden beauty idol all around campus, and you can't. She apparently she didn't find it. That's what she told me. But you cannot. I don't want that. That definitely scares me.
We'll see. Again, I have some feeling of unease though, and I feel like I really need to trust my gut. So, not going to put too much belief in him quite yet. I'm going to try and back off some of the information that I tell him, and hopefully I can trust him and he proves that along the way.
Watch out for Kelly and Simon, because we're going to take over. She thinks that we're going to be buddy-buddy. We're not.
Obviously, a lot has happened today because I'm sweating like a whore in church, or like a little piggy, whatever you prefer.
Well, okay, so what has happened with you? Like, have you just, since we talked last?
So, I do feel happy that I feel like a lot of people do trust me. I just want to make sure that I'm okay at the end of this, because I don't know. I want to make sure I have the group that's going to work, that I can trust.
So I met with Allie because I was trying to see if she would either be good with me, you, and Autumn, or if she would be interested in just working with Khaki and all of us together. Because I still like Khaki and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
I just want to get a group. That's all I want right now. I just want people that I can trust. I think I could get Raphael to either work with you, me, Autumn, if you feel good with her, or if you need with Khaki, like you, me, Khaki, maybe. Like
So, but I got there and she was wanting to vote for you. Like she was like adamant about voting for you.
I mostly vote. Well, I was thinking of voting officers for Raphael. I haven't met with him, and like he didn't really wow me in the challenge. Whereas like I think everybody else contributed. So that's where my ideas have been.
So I had a meeting with her, and that was whatever. Then I went with Greg.
Well, the names that I've heard, I don't know what you've heard from them, but I've been hearing kind of Khaki and Raphael.
Yeah,
are
that's
the
exactly
two.
what I've heard.
Okay, yeah. At least with Mitch, him and I are pretty much on the same page with Khaki.
And he was saying it's Khaki, and he was like, I don't care what Allie says, like she can even vote for Raphael, it's not going to matter because we'd have the majority to vote off Khaki.
Well, I would like to talk to Allison again just to see if she's dead set on Raphael, because if she is, but everybody else votes Khaki, then it's going to be kind of weird because we're going to get a little bit of division then. So so I don't know. We'll have to see about that.
Then I went with Reagan, and she was basically the same thing. She was like, we don't really care if she votes or if she votes Raphael. We're still voting Khaki.
Allison was like saying Raphael.
Yeah, that's the only, I think I've only heard that from her.
Mhm.
So I think he's fine. Yeah, but even if she doesn't, like we'll have at least 5.
Right.
So if she votes Raphael, I mean, it might just make him mad.
If people are already adamant with Khaki, it's going to be really hard for us to switch that without putting ourselves in a negative light.
Yeah. Well, I think she'll kind of talk about this, but we had this idea.
So what have you been hearing?
That it's me. That's basically what I've been hearing.
Who told you that, Allie?
Allison made it seem like she wanted to vote for
Raphael. Yeah. Well, and even when I was talking to Greg, he seemed to think that she was also like, and when I talked to Reagan too, they were both like, yeah, she's adamant about Raphael.
Yeah, that's what.
Like, because I still think, like, are you still cool with her? Like, do you think you could still work
I'm
with
still
her?
cool with her, but I mean, like,
You don't want it to be, if it's going to be you or her, you're thinking, like, you're fine with just cutting loose.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my plan, and I mean, like, how honest are you being with me? Like,
No, I'm being honest. Like, I'd rather work with you than them.
I
I'd
would
like
rather
100%
work with
rather
you
work with you.
A lot has gone down, and I am outs, which is obviously bad for the game for me.
if it's only the 3 of us, and we can't get Allison to, if she's voting for Raphael, that's 1 for Raphael. Like 3 of us, and then 4
We had
of them.
Autumn. Well, if we have Autumn with us, I am looking into potentially doing this plan with Khaki and Raphael, but it all depends on if Autumn wants to join. Because if Autumn doesn't want to join, then we wouldn't have the numbers, and then would I just vote out Khaki again? It's just, I don't want to do that, and I'm hoping that everything works out so that doesn't have to happen.
But we want to go for Reagan then?
I think that she'd be a solid one just because
Me, you, Raphael.
Autumn's good.
That would be 3 votes for Khaki, and then you, me, Khaki, Autumn could vote Reagan.
Persuade Autumn that like she could either be like a strong member of our team or like at the bottom of that 5.
I feel like I'm on the weak side of this vote. Like everybody else kind of had Khaki, and I jumped on that, which isn't where you want to be. I was like thinking that everybody was kind of like going for Khaki and we were all good. But if we find out something here, then I'm down to, like, you want to be the person who's like making the decisions and everybody follows you. And if we were to do something, I would feel a lot more confident in myself as well as like our alliance.
If I go with this plan, I'd burn a lot of bridges, but things change, people change.
Us 3 plus Autumn would vote for Reagan. Allison would vote for you, and then Mitch, Greg, and Reagan would vote for me.
Whatever I decide to do, hopefully I'm playing this smart, and it's not going to screw me up to get voted off next if our team loses during the next challenge. So
Yeah, which would give us the 4 majority.
Yeah, but it would only work if we got Autumn. If I don't want to be voted out, I need to keep grinding and somehow convince these people that I'm hopefully not the most ideal person to vote out. So, I hope you'd be interested, but it'd be, like, I would say, like, it'd be better for you to be with us because, like, we, I guess, like, value you more and, like, would want your opinion for, like, making decisions rather than, like, us being like, okay, here's what you're gonna vote, like. But do you think you then, like, are leaning this way more towards, like, the Greg alliance?
Yeah, no, because the Greg thing scares me because I'm definitely not at the top of that whole group of people, and like they're literally just gonna go around and like pick everyone off one by one.
I don't know. We will see where the truth is and where the lies are, because there's usually a lot more lies than truth.
Hi. Good to see you guys again. After probably some of the most stressful days you've had in your college career over the past 4 days. So, with that, welcome to your first tribal council, and the first tribal council of season 2 of Survivor Time and Change. Tonight, we start a ritual at tribal council, because in this game, fire represents your life. As long as you have fire, you are still in this game. When your fire's out, so are you. Hi everybody. So, 3 days ago, you guys kick off this season on a very exciting day, a fun-filled day. You didn't know anyone coming in, and you get thrown into the situation. Greg, I want you to talk about the excitement that came with showing up to kickoff on day 1.
I mean, it's exciting because you don't know what to expect. And so you get that sort of uncertainty, which excites me, and I don't know if it excites them or not, but for that, it was good to get to know all 7 of these people and, just get to the action. And, pretty straightforward. The challenge obviously didn't go our way, so that wasn't as fun as it could have been, but it was still a good time, It was interesting to see what you guys had up your sleeves, so.
When you left Kickoff, what was it like for you, Kat? Were you stressed? Were you excited to meet these people and actually make alliances? What was that reaction?
Well, I think for me, I was super excited to meet people and see who I really connected with and clicked with. Since during the challenge, I had talked to some people, but hadn't gotten a chance to really talk to everybody. So I was excited to start forming those relationships. I was nervous too, in case people thought I had struggled with the challenge. But I think that was my main goal, was to meet everyone. Because initially, like, those relationships you form are going to be the ones that will either make you or break you.
Have the relationships started to form in these first 4 days, or do you still think you guys are working out the kinks of meeting new people?
I think I've met with a lot of people that seem like I'll have good relationships with, but I do think we all still are unsure of who we want to really align with and where we want to bring those in the future. But I think just after meeting people, doing the challenge, we've already sort of formed bonds, and I think, there's some people I definitely do trust.
Yeah, and only 4 days to make that trust, but tonight you test it. Because tonight is the night that you guys have to vote someone out. How hard is that? Because the chemistry you guys have is only 4 days old.
You don't have that time to form that, strong loyalty like with a close friend already. The game is ever shifting, so you don't know what's going on behind your back.
Yeah, and I also don't know these people very well, so I don't know what their fake and genuine is. But yeah, that's been a big thing with me the past few days, is trying to just find a group that I can trust, who can trust me, so that I feel more secure going in. That's my main goal these past few days. I just want trust.
So, Regan, tonight's vote for you, is it about the future socially or physically for challenges? Are you basing it on what happened 3 days ago?
I would say yes, because since we are still in tribal unity, we want to keep our tribe strong as a unit, so we don't have to come back here next week. So I think as part of our tribe, we need to take out the weaker links, and we don't want to take out people that are doing well in the challenges and that are strong physical players, because then we're just going to find ourselves back in tribal next week.
Okay. And Autumn, is it fair to base it off of the challenge then? Because you don't know what the upcoming challenges are. They could be physical, they could be mental. Whoever you vote out tonight might be the wrong decision.
Right. It is kind of hard to vote off someone just after one challenge because, that challenge was balancing balls on poles. That's not what every single challenge is going to be like, so it's not exactly fair to base off of how they did in that one thing. And like you said, we didn't lose by much. We lost by a second or two. I think for me at least, it's based off of who I need to align with in the future and who I trust, and more about the social media.
Raphael, does this tribe walk out as a stronger 7 tonight into next challenge?
I think after everything is said and done, we will move past it and just focus on the future, and that'll give us more of an opportunity to be stronger. But we'll be all right.
So, unless you guys have anything else, it is time to vote. Mitch, you're up.
To me, there is no reason why I should keep you in this game.
It's what the numbers wanted. Sorry, girl.
Well, I'm already probably 99% sure I'm going home, but in the slight chance that this plan would work, then that'd be cool, but
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. That being said, I will read the votes. First vote is Khaki. Second vote is Regan. 1 vote Khaki, 1 vote Regan. Third vote is Khaki. It's 2 votes Khaki, 1 vote Regan. Khaki. That's 3 votes Khaki, 1 vote Regan. Khaki. That's 4 votes Khaki, 1 vote Regan. And the first person voted out for Survivor Time and Change, our honor Ben, is Khaki. Khaki, I'm sorry. You have to bring me your torch. Khaki. Grab the token. Well, you made it for your first tribal council of the season. It's not going to be the last one. We still got a long way to go with this game. That being said, you guys can all get up and walk out.
I mean, honestly, like from 2 days ago I knew, so it's just like, I tried to make a plan, it's a bummer, but it's just a game. I don't really have hard feelings, like I get people have to do what they have to do to like not get voted up themselves, so it's like...
I'm so sorry. I trust you and everything, but I gotta keep myself alive.
I wish people would have stuck with the plan, but it's okay, like... If they thought I was the best person to vote out, then I hope it all works out for them.
I'm really, really sorry. I know I lied to you and I did not vote for Regan, but it had to be you. I gotta keep my own game strong. You were really nice, but you gotta go.
I want to say good luck to anybody. I mean, I knew everyone was lying anyway, so it's not like I'm like super surprised, but...
I'm sorry, and I didn't want to have to betray you, but it's happening.
Well, at least I'll be a little more free now.